You're watching the Highlight Zone with Wayne 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
Of course, Homestead's a really good team. We're just looking to beat them and keep rolling.
Taking care of business. We know we need to come out and get a win, and hope everything else falls into our place.
I'm going to be ready. I know he's going to be ready. Just, the best team wins.
We love the challenge. We just got to do our thing, win out.
We got to know where Jalen Jackson is, of course. It's going to be a tough task come Friday night.
But Homestead is a great test for us. You're going to miss a good game if you're not there.
Well, if you like watching future D1 players, if you like watching Indiana All-Star candidates, if you like offensive firepower, you are in the right place. Yeah, we all know basketball's a team sport, right? But tonight, two of the state's best seniors going head-to-head. Josh Ayan joins us now with your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Josh.
Thanks, Glenn. Northwood senior Jalen Jackson came into the night second in the state in scoring. The University of Illinois Chicago recruit averaging 29 points a night, while Homestead senior Fletcher Lawyer, he's not too far behind as the Purdue recruit is fifth in the state at almost 27 points a night. Northwood at Homestead, it's your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. This one is a must-win for the Spartans if they want to stay alive in the SAC title chase. First quarter, down by 2. Jackson getting the swipe and the slam on the other end. That capped an 8-0 run for the Bruins as they raced in front 10-4. End of the quarter, Amarian Ennels. He just has to hoist a shot up and he winds up hitting it. That puts Northwood in front 16-14 through 8 minutes. But at the end of the first half, Homestead gets hot. Lawyer dishes this out to a wide open Max Schultz, and he knocks it down and does a little dance on top of it as Homestead leads 35-27 going into the break. Now Lawyer, he got hot in the second quarter and picked up where he last left off, torching the Nets in the third quarter as that one puts Homestead back in front by 9. A minute later, Northwood scrambling to defend the arc, and Lawyer gets another wide open look. The Purdue commit finishing with a game-high 28. And now it's Lawyer's turn to spread the love as he finds a wide open Grant Leaper for the jam. The junior finishing with a baker's dozen as Homestead pulls away 68-55. And get this, the Spartans held Jalen Jackson, one of the state's leading scorers, to just 5 points.
He's a real talented player, so we knew we'd have our hands full. But I thought we did a good job locking in on him. Grady Swing did a phenomenal job on him. Credit to him. He's been working all week, all winter to lock up guys like that. That's his job, and he knows that, and he did a great job.
This is a big win. It's a must-eat win for us to still be in the hunt. I mean, if we lose this game, we will not be able to get the first place. Now we've got to hope Snyder loses. I have faith in my team because we have conquered many things. We had one of the toughest schedules in the States, and we'll be able to fight through it.
Next up, Homestead hosts New Haven on Wednesday, while Northwood hosts Marion tomorrow. Glenn, back to you.
All right, thank you, Josh. Snyder still controlling its own destiny in the SAC title race. Panthers trying to keep it that way against Carroll. First quarter, give the ball to Carson Jenkins. That's a good way to do it. We got the foul and the bucket right there. Snyder up by 3 in the first. Then Grant Brown. GB had 13, but Aiden Lambert would have a bunch. Lambert slams it home. He had 32 points, did the Snyder senior. Snyder up by 3. Later in the first, Gannon Hauser. He had 13 points for the Chargers. Carroll up 1 after 1, but off the steal. Watch Lambert from Tyrese Brown throwing it down. And Snyder goes on to win 76-63. Panthers still control their destiny. At Ford Winning Conference, Concordia in the thick of the SAC chase. The Cadettes hosting a dangerous Northside team. First quarter, nobody could miss. David Speckhard with the 3, and then coming the other way, it's Rodney Woods. He drills the 3, and oh baby, we got ourselves an old-fashioned shootout. Later in the first, one of the top sophomores in the state, Johnny Washington, dials long distance. Ryan Collins, though, matching it the other way. But you're going to see Speckhard beat the first quarter buzzer. The Cadets would lead by 12 after 1, and they don't let up. Concordia over Northside 67-48. At Dwenger, the Red Hot Saints coming off a win Tuesday night against Blackhawk Christian, the top-ranked team in 2A. Dwenger hosting Southside. That's South's Jerry Thomas working the paint for 2. But Dwenger firing right back. Sam Campbell, we've seen him do it from the outside all season long. He knocks down the triple for Matt Kostoff and company. It's also Marion Washington. been a driving force behind this improved Southside offense. Washington had 18 points on the game, but Dwenger just a little too much tonight. Bo Jackway working inside, and Dwenger beats Southside on a late 3, 43-40 over the Archers. Last stop in the SAC, Fonzo White and Company hosting the Wayne Generals, and well, they're playing above the rim. That was Javon Lewis to Monty Smith. And that's good basketball as Lures trying to counter here. Nick Thompson, the kid's so athletic, going to play D1 football for somebody somewhere. He gets the bucket, does the junior. It's Lures up by 4 in the first. Chase Banks, a name to know. The Banks was open. He drills the 3, only a freshman for Coach Pick. Later, Lures. Nick Thompson showing off that athleticism. Lures up by 4. You'll see Marquette Lee with the scoop of a layup, but it's Lures winning 69-50. That one beat the first quarter buzzer. Hey, in the NECC, Eastside alone atop the conference standings. The Blazers trying to keep it that way against Coach Yoder and an always strong Westview program. Third quarter, Westview's Mason Yoder using the screen well. He drills the J, and Westview up by 1. Here's Eastside. Owen Willard. Where there's a Willard, there's a way. Eastside now back in the lead, up by 2. Westview kicking it to the corner. Wiley Minix. What a great name. And a great shot there as well. He drills the 3. Westview back up by 1. But Gabe Trevino, one of the stories of the night, he gets the bucket down low. Trevino goes over 1,000 points for his career in this ball game, and it's another East Side win. These Blazers are on fire. 47-36. Central Noble third this week in the 2A state poll. The Cougars star Connor Asijan, he's been hampered by an ankle injury, but he was back in the lineup tonight, and he was back with a vengeance. First quarter, Asijan, normally he gets a little higher than that, but, you know, we'll give him a pass with that ankle. He jammed one down there. Central Noble out to a 9-zip lead. Asijan, this is what we're used to seeing him do. The future Wisconsin Badger drills the 3. He had 36 points on the game. Busco in the second quarter coming the other way. Drew Pleat with a 3, but you'll see Asijan with another bucket for Coach John Bodie's team. I'd say the ankle is doing pretty darn well as Central Noble cruises over Busco 76-38. At Lakeland, 2 programs looking to build. Chris Kyle in his second year at Lakeland. Andrew Everts in his first year at Garrett. First quarter action. Yeah, it's Troyer Banks with a little fanciness. That is a bucket there for Lakeland. Then you're going to see, well, it's Ben Kyle on the good passing. He drills the 3. It's a 1-point game early on. However, Garrett, it would be the Railroaders' night. Roll big train. Luke Kaufman with a layup as Garrett wins an OT 48-44. Top 2 teams in the Northern Lakes Conference. Warsaw at Northwood. Northwood ranked number 1 in the state's 3A poll. First quarter, though, Warsaw giving Northwood all they wanted. That's Jackson Gold. What a season that kid is having. He gets the layup. Coming the other way, Northwood's ranked number 1 for a reason. Maybe part of that reason is Gabe Brenner. He had a 31 on the game. That was a deep 3. You're going to see Gold match him here with a triple. Gold had a team-high 19 points for Warsaw. Falls to the top-ranked Panthers 70-51. Final stop for boys. We got the Battle of Route 49. Antwerp at Hicksville. Archers 12-1, ranked 2nd in the state in Ohio's Division 4 poll. Aces 8-4. Luke Krause with the bucket inside. He had 12 for Antwerp. That was tied for the team lead because they spread it around tonight. Aaron Klima with the bucket. He had 5 for the Aces, but man, this Hicksville team could not handle that offensive firepower of Antwerp, and that's no shame. This is a great basketball team. Krause with the bucket, then the big guy Jagger Landers with 2 of his 12 as Antwerp rolls in this one 59-27 over rival Hicksville. Well, that is going to do it for the fellas tonight, but coming up, it's the final Friday of the girls basketball regular season. We'll get you tuned up for sectionals with a trip up to Lakeland, where the Garrett girls were looking to finish undefeated in NECC play. In the Northeast 8, Columbia City, Norwell, and Huntington North all came in with a shot at the conference title. We'll see how that shakes out. And the city's first McDonald's All-American in girls basketball, Ayanna Patterson, as the Spartans of Homestead looking to finish perfect in the SAC. All that and more next on The Zone.
This is the film! You're watching the highlights!
We're Garrett. Welcome back to the highlight zone. That's as hype as it's going to get.
Hey, what a run it has been so far for Garrett High School. Coming into the night, the Railroaders hadn't lost a game since November 13th at Noblesville. That's a streak of 20 straight wins for Bob Lapidot and company. The Big Trade had already clinched at least a share of the NECC title, a win at Lakeland, and they'd finish unbeaten in conference and win the thing outright. Second quarter, Faith Owen, you gotta have faith. She drains the three. Garrett up 26-7, and they weren't done. Natalie Armstrong to Morgan Ostrowski. Ostrowski had 24 points, 13 boards. Then you'll see Armstrong to the rack herself, the senior with the bucket. As Garrett up big at the break. Third quarter, you're going to see Armstrong drop a dime here. Natalie Armstrong now 6th in Indiana history for single season assists and 8th in Indiana history for career assists. That's pretty good. As Garrett wins the conference outright, they go undefeated in NECC play 55-32.
Oh, it definitely feels really good. It's nice. It's definitely great momentum going into the sectional, and we just know that we beat some good teams, so it gives us confidence going forward.
Well, it feels good because you win a championship outright tonight. And like I told them in the locker room, we had 3 goals this year. We knew we were going to have a chance at 3 trophies in the regular season, and our goal was to get all 3 of them, and tonight cemented that. And now we'll set new goals as we go forward.
Elsewhere in the NECC, Churubusco hosting Central Noble. The Cougars looking for their 12th win of the year. Would they get it against the Eagles? Well, the Eagles putting up a pretty good fight here. In the third quarter, that was Brooklyn Sinclair with the bucket. That cut Central Noble's lead to 21-17, so just a 4-point margin. In the fourth, Brianne Homestead with a 3. It's still just a 4-point game. Eventually, though, Central Noble would pull away. You'll see Megan Keeble drain a 3 here as Central Noble goes on to win 46-30 over Busco. In the Northeast 8, Columbia City, Huntington North, Norwell all came into the final Friday of the regular season, tied for the conference title. Each could clinch at least a share with a win tonight. Eagles looking to do that at New Haven. Addison Baxter in the second quarter gets the lay-in. It's 32-4, Columbia City. More where that came from, Rebecca Marshall cleaning up the glass. The future Grace Lancer with the bucket. Eagles up by 30. You're going to see Kendra Sheets get the lay-in here as Columbia City wins 65-14 to earn a share of the conference crown.
You know, we set this goal at the beginning of the season, so to get it, it's something special for us. You know, our team chemistry is really strong, and then just our defense and shooting, I think.
It feels really, really good, especially because we have put in a lot of work for this season, and I mean, we honestly got what we worked for, so I'm very just proud of us.
Okay, so Huntington North looking to earn a piece of that championship pie. The Vikings hosting DeKalb. Huntington North off to a great start in this one at Bob Strait Court. It's Marissa Trout and nothing fishy about that. Trout gets the bucket down low. Vikings up early. Then it's Taylor Double working doubly hard on defense. She gets the pilfer and gets the pair. Huntington North up by 4. More from the Vikings. It's Molly Daughter. She knocks down the J, and Huntington North wins this one 43-26. So the Vikings, like the Eagles, earn a share of the NE8 title. A win by Norwell, and they'd clinch a share of the NE8 crown. Only East Noble standing in the way at the Castle, and Norwell taking care of business from the get-go. We're now in the third quarter. Emily Todd splashes for 3. It's a 42-5 Norwell lead. Kennedy filling it up for Coach Eric Thornton, and it's a 41-point lead for Norwell. You're going to see Kendall Minier with a basket here, but Norwell takes care of business 66-16. So Norwell, Huntington North, and Columbia City share the NE8 title 3 ways. In the SAC, Homestead, hey, they already clinched the conference title last Friday in the SAC. Tonight, McDonald's All-American Ayanna Patterson and company closing out the regular season against a strong Northwood team. Second quarter, watch Miss Patterson. She gets the steal, and what a move to get to the rack, the reverse and everything. 23-6, Homestead in the lead in the second. Nevaeh Jackson splashes from deep to cut into that Homestead lead, but you know, if defense wins championships, Homestead's going to be tough to beat. Patterson with the rejection. She had 31 points on the game. Then it's Allie Stevens ripping one in as Homestead wins this one over Northwood 65-33. On paper, this may have been the most intriguing girls game of the night. 16-3 Snyder, 13-7 Carroll, the winner, finishing second in the SAC. Jordan Poole to Janaea Donahue. Donahue had 11. Then you're going to see Poole, the talented sophomore, finding Destiny Craig, and Destiny Craig had herself a night. Craig, 22 points on the game. Snyder up 46-38 in the third. Carroll chipping away. Consistent basketball team. Lexi Castater cashes in for 3. You're going to see Jasmine Anderson with the 2. She had 11 on the game, but it's Snyder winning this one by 10, 70-60 over the Chargers. Let's go to Bishop Dwenger. The Saints looking for their 4th win in a row, heating up before the postseason. Dwenger hosting Southside. Third quarter, the Saints star Lexi Linder for 3. It goes. Southside putting up a fight. Kamani Grayson. She gets it to go. Grayson had 11 points on the game. And then Justice Billingsley. Oh, she gets the steal and the bucket. 18 points for Billingsley. Dwenger kind of kept Liv Smith quiet tonight. And Dwenger's Vanessa Cook gets a 2 here as Dwenger wins a good one, 60-51 against the Archers. At Bishop Luers, the Knights looking for their 2nd win in their last 3 games. Luers hosting Wayne. We picked this one up in the third. Khalees Collins with the score inside. Wayne up by 2. And this one, offense was hard to come by. Wayne's Benea Hairston with the layup. And Wayne still up by 2. It's 21-19 in the third. In the fourth, though, Luers says, hey, man, we're not going to lose on our home court. Maggie Parent with the jumper. And then you're going to see Anna Parent with the reverse lay-in as Luers survives against Wayne 34-31 and a low scorer. Final stop for high school hoops. We got Northside at Concordia. Legends and Cadettes both winless in conference tonight. Both looking to get that elusive SAC dub. First quarter, Zara Nakour with the putback, but Concordia had it going on their home court. This is Lauren Goodman, a good name to know because she's only a freshman. She gets 2, and then you're going to see Kaylin Bollinger, only a sophomore, some youth serve tonight as Concordia wins 58-30. We got your gem of the night next.
This is Jalen Smith, Bishop Luers grad, NFL linebacker for the New York Giants, and you're watching the Highlight Zone.
The Carroll Chargers and Neon Nation. Welcome back to the Highlight Zone.
Hey, last week it was a stunner and a superstar. Logan Fry and Eastside knocking off then top-ranked Central Noble a week after losing to the Cougars. Meanwhile, UConn recruit Ayanna Patterson, now a McDonald's All-American, helping Homestead to clinch the SAC title. Those were your gems of the night last Friday. But hey, what about tonight? Here's your latest gem of the night, courtesy of Peter Franklin Jr. We do one for the boys, one for the girls. In the girls' basketball action, how about Natalie Armstrong dropping a sweet dime for the assists? It's more about the history, but that is a pretty sweet pass. Natalie Armstrong, 8th all-time in assists in Indiana history and 6th single-season assists in Indiana history. That's pretty good. And then, lawyer to leaper. It's a good combination if you're a Homestead fan. The feed to the big man for the slam. And those are your Peter Franklin Jewelers Gems of the Night. Well, if there was an MVP for the football season on the Highlight Zone, probably would have been to this guy's trophy case. Eastside senior Laven Davis making his college choice official. The QB signing to play at St. Francis. Davis racked up 53 total touchdowns and almost 4,000 total yards this year. He helped the Blazers go 13-1 and head to semi-state.
Just the mentality and the culture that they have here is comparable to the one we have at Eastside. And I just like knowing that I'm going into a program that is like the one I had at Eastside.
Back to basketball, where the Mastodons had a road game in Northern Kentucky. The Dons had won 6 of their last 7 going in, and we picked this one up in the first half. Bobby Planutis slamming one home here. Planutis with the career-high 18, but the Dons can't close it out. They fall on the road to NKU by a final of 59-49. That'll do it for this week's show. We'll see you next Friday, where we're talking girls sectional semifinals.